Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. We're here for another match preview, and this one coming out slightly late. I would have done it Friday, but things happened. But we are going to get this out just before we actually do go play Sunderland. I'm aiming to have it out by 10 a.m. So mega there. We got a lot to talk about. Obviously we've got the predicted lineup that I think we should go for. It's maybe not what Stephen will go for, but what I think we should go for. We're also going to talk about what Simon Hallett has said. He said some things. I didn't really want to talk about it because it means talking about Ryan Lowe, but to be fair, it does need to be addressed. So we'll get straight into what Simon has said, shall we? I have, and before I start, I have an immense amount of respect and love for Simon Hallett. I think he's done a remarkable job. He is the best owner in world football. He cares about the fans, he cares about the club, he wants to do things the right way, and he doesn't want to bankrupt us. So I mean, that for me, you always hear about other clubs moaning about their chairmen, their owners. We can honestly say that ours is the best in the world. But he has said it's been a busy and emotional week at Argyle that we dealt so well with Ryan's surprise decision to join another club. It is testimony to the institutional strength that we have built over the last few years under Andrew's leadership. We can look to the future with optimism for that reason alone. We can be optimistic about our new manager and his ability to lead the first team to continued success. I'm delighted that Stephen Schumacher is committed to Argyle, and both Jane and I are so proud of his first few days as our new gaffer. Shuey is now able to build on the foundations that he and the rest of the coaching staff laid under the leadership of Ryan Lowe. And I've been disappointed by much of the social media commentary about Ryan's departure, some of it simply disgusting. I wanted to touch on that bit, actually. It was that last line, that last sentence that I wanted to talk about. And I do agree, some of it has been way out of line, right? You know, they're obviously, you've got the disgusting ones that are going for him in a different way. I think the worst I said is he can go get a large stick and shove it up his arse. And I maintain that he can go do that. But I think Ryan has also brought a lot of this on himself. And you're probably thinking, but he's only went and joined another club. It's not just that, though. It's not just that he's joined another club. It's the way he has gone about it. By going into your first press conference and saying when a club bigger and better comes along, you can't say no. That's just disrespectful. And that's just extremely disrespectful to the Green Army, to Simon himself. He may not view it that way, but it is. I think it's very disrespectful. I think it's out of line. I think it's wrong. And he shouldn't have done that. He should no way have said that. Then he's obviously gone on and said that Argyle didn't have an identity until he turned up, which I think is also simply just disgusting, because I think Argyle have had an identity. We are a sleeping giant, as he said. His words were, Argyle is a sleeping giant in the southwest. Well, we have an identity. It may not have been an identity that all of us could get behind in terms of under Derek Adams, John Sheridan. They're very much the same person, which is they're going to play defensive. They're going to hit on the counter. It's going to be long ball FC. It's an identity, but that's not what I'm on about. The identity I'm talking about is the thousands of fans. I mean, even at our lowest, we were whacking in 7,000, at Home Park. So I think, when you talk about an identity, talk about that identity. Our identity is our amazing, amazing fans who travel up and down this country in full voice. I mean, the boys are making a long, long trip to Sunderland. A lot of them did MK Dons. I mean, they got up at 2 a.m. to do Rochdale. I mean, they are we have the best fans in the world, right? I can't get to Sunderland today, but we genuinely have the best fans in the world. I absolutely love them. I have so much respect for them. They create an incredible atmosphere. Everything they do, they are Argyle. They are the identity that we have. In terms of a playing identity, yes, it was long ball FC. I didn't like it. And I did like what Ryan did in terms of bringing that attacking, tactical sort of mind. But did that come from Ryan, or was that Stephen Schumacher? I don't know. But look, I think Ryan has brought a lot of the criticism, shall we say, well-deserved criticism on himself. I've been annoyed by some of the thank yous to Ryan. Text him. Just send him a text saying, cheers, Gaffer. You didn't need to do it publicly. I mean, the guy has just publicly slammed our club. So I've lost all respect for him. I've lost all sorts of respect. Simon says, if anyone should be upset by Ryan's decision to leave and the manner of his departure, it should be me. I am not. Of course, I was disappointed, but I respect his decision to move on. I respect his reasons for it. Above all, I'm grateful that he was a key part of the team that successfully helped re-establish Argyle in the eyes of its fans, the city and the area. I enjoyed my relationship with Ryan over the last couple of years and come to like him more and more as the months passed. I'm confident that we will stay friends and wish him every success at Preston. You may have a different view, and you are, of course, entitled to express it. One of our club values, there is respect and do not condone abuse to anyone, whether employee, fellow fan, or former manager. We set out 2.5 years ago to find a manager who was young, forward-thinking, and wanted to play attractive, attacking football. We've still got one. Let's enjoy what Shuey and the team bring us and spend our energy and time supporting them to the hilt. As a club, we are firmly focused on the future and the fulfilment of our 5-year plan. I ask that supporters now do the same. As ever, thank you for your support onto Sunderland. And look, I agree. I don't care about Ryan Lowe anymore. He's just another name that has come through those doors and have walked out the door, right? He's just another name on a long list of them. We have had thousands, well, maybe not thousands, but we have had many managers, right? Sheridan, Derek Adams, Ian Holloway, Carl Fletcher, Paul Mariner. Even if we want to get pedantic, I mean, we could go further. You got Sturrock, you got Kevin Lanscoville, who did caretaker job for twice. You got Warnock, you got Tony Pulis. The list goes on. Right? I could sit here, go get Wikipedia up, and name every single one of them. I'm not going to, of course, but I'm just making a point that we have had many managers before. Ryan has come and he's gone, just like every other manager. And at some point, I reckon Shuey will. But I think the thing with Shuey, I think he will conduct himself and will do it in a positive way. But I think, I'm right behind Shuey. Shoes off if you love Shuey. I absolutely love that. That's a brilliant chant. And Shuey's at the wheel, Shuey's at the wheel. Love it. Absolutely love it. Shuey is at the wheel and we are ready to go again. And let's talk about Shuey, shall we? Let's talk about Schumacher, because we are facing Sunderland at the Stadium of Light. And boy, oh boy, this game important. We got a good result against MK. It's a draw, I know, but they've been in really good form and we have not. So to take a point, I'll sort of take that. I thought our first half performance was a little bit disappointing. I thought the midfield was absolutely woeful in terms of where they were going, what they were doing. I felt that Panucci and Ryan kept moving over to each other's sides. And whilst that worked sometimes, I thought we lost a lot of the stability within our midfield. And we just lost how to create a chance, which I think stems from that. So I've made a couple of changes that I would make for this weekend's trip to Sunderland. So let's run through it. So I've gone for Cooper in goal. Obviously, I've gone Cooper in goal. That would be nonsensical to take him out. I've kept the back three as the same as. You can't really change them because we haven't got any other centre-backs. So I've gone for Wilson, Scott and Gillespie, although I really hope that a run of games helps Gillespie. I really do. I get nervous when the ball goes near him. It's not a nice feeling. I had the same feeling last season with Ames and Apoku and Watts. I just really hope that Macaulay, after a run of games, just starts getting into the flow of things. That would be superb. The wing backs, I've kept them the same. Grant and Edwards. I think they're definitely been our two best centre backs. Or wing backs, shall I say, not centre backs, although I'm sure both of them could do a job at centre back if needed. I think they've been brilliant. I've kept Houghton in the midfield, although I do want to see Randall given more game time. I just don't think Sunderland is the time to be giving game time to someone, like Randall. Although I do feel at some point we need to look at giving them some game time. I've put in Panucci in there, but I've taken out Broom. It's not because I don't like Broom. That would be ridiculous. I love Broom. He's absolutely fantastic. I've put in Mayer because I think when you come onto MK Dons like that, you just can't be dropped for your next game. You just Mayer basically took the shirt off Bum and was like, no, thanks, lad. I'll have this now. There's no way you can drop Mayer after that performance. He really came on and was incredible. He wanted the ball. He drove at their defence. He caused them an almighty amount of issues. You can't drop Mayer for that. I think he was absolutely fantastic. And then I've gone for a front two of Garrick and Hardy. I've taken out Jeffers, not because, Jeffers is a tough one, because I like Jeffers. I think he's got a lot about him that is positive. I think he is a poacher, but I think he's lost his mojo. He's lost a bit of what makes him Luke in terms of that mojo, getting in the box, being a little shit, shall I say. I think that might be the best way. So I've taken him out and I've put in Garrick. I think Garrick stretches their defence. I would have gone for Niall Ennis, but I'm not sure he can last 60 minutes, let alone 90. So I think having someone like Niall Ennis on the bench who can come on and affect the game, I think that's brilliant. So I've gone for Ennis. I think it's really important. We had that strength and depth, which we've now got on the bench. We'll have Jeffers on the bench if Schumacher was to go for this lineup. We'll have obviously Ennis, Jeffers. Obviously got Agard if he's on there. You've obviously got Randall. You'll have Lawsey, Cooper maybe. Bolton. So there's a lot of depth that we're slowly starting to get back at the club, which is really important. In terms of score prediction, I think it's going to be a really tough game. I think, every time you're not going to go to a stadium of light and have an easy game. It's not going to be a walkover for Argyle by any stretch of the imagination. Anyone suggesting that is just absolutely stupid. But I do believe the boys can do it. I mean, I've spoken to one of the Sunderland fans, and they seem to be having a few issues of their own. They haven't got any wing backs. They're playing centre backs at wing backs. So, I mean, when you've got two players like Joe Edwards and Conor Grant who have played wing back for a very long time and have done it very successfully, I think you look at that and you go, okay, so we can get down on them on the wings, which has been quite important to how Argyle have played over recent years, or it certainly has under the previous manager. I think under Shuey, I think it'll be more of the same. I think obviously he was the assistant to the previous manager, so Shuey, I think, will play somewhat of a similar style, which means I do expect our wing backs to be getting involved going forwards. I still expect the overlapping centre back, shall we say. I expect it to be a lot of the same. Just with maybe a different voice, although the accent is exactly the same. So, that could be a positive or not. But no, as I say, it's going to be a tough game. I am looking forward to it. And yeah, you can catch it if you're not able to get to Sunderland, just like myself. You can catch Argyle as a featured match on our Scores Centre show, basically at 2:45. We'll be going live, me and Kenny. Some Premier League games coming up as well. Obviously, we'll be watching Liverpool Villa and a couple of others, Arsenal Southampton, I think it is. And then obviously we've got a few feature matches, one of which is Preston versus Barnsley, obviously Preston with their new manager, and obviously another one is going to be Argyle versus Sunderland as another feature match. 10 featured matches. It's going to be a great show, so make sure you check out Score Centre at 2:45 with me and Kenny. Tonight we have got a watch on. We are doing two actually. We've got MLS and we have got the MLS final. I think it's at 8 p.m. and then we've got United and Norwich before that at 5:30. So lots to keep you interested today. Obviously tomorrow more of the same, and we've also got Formula One if that is your fancy as well. But guys, that's everything from me. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel with notifications if you can. Leave your comments down below. I do make sure to read them all, whether you agree, disagree. What do you make of Simon's comments regarding the situation? Let me know. I'd love to hear from all of you regarding that. But yes, thank you for watching, guys. We'll be back later on, but yeah, have a good one and have a great weekend. Bye, guys.